Hi, good afternoon, folks. Game day. The boys are back in action, and the Sabres are ready to roll, I hope, against the Islanders. We'll look at a few things here before we discuss what's on the agenda for the guys. We're going to see what's up, but there's a few things I wanted to jump on here. Some of you might know already. Now, Skinner this year is tied for 14th in the league in even strength goals. That I didn't know till I seen this stat today. I was like, wow, that's really, 17 even strength goals is tied for 14th in the league. Not bad. Since entering the league, Skinner's 14th among all goal scorers. It was up to 10th at one time, I remember, with 285 goals, and is tied with Max Pacioretty for 6th in the league in that span with 228 even strength goals in his career. So he is the 6th best goal scorer in the league in his career, even strength, which is quite an accomplishment. It really is. Now that he's scoring again, we can talk about these things, right? Isn't it fun? God. Alex Tuck continues rolling, it seems, eh? Doesn't show any signs of slowing down. And Tage has 17 points his last 16 games. All right, 5 goals, 12 assists. And he has 22 points in 22 home games. So Tage shows up at home, which is good. Now, let's look at the game. All right, now the Islanders coming into this game are 4-6-0 their last 10. The Islanders aren't getting in this year, guys. They're just not. There's not enough time. I can't see this Islanders team, because of their age, going on one of their crazy 10, 11 game winning streaks that we've seen them do many times, I don't know. I don't think it's in them this year. It just feels that they're too inconsistent. They're not scoring enough at all. They're doing their usual thing defensively. They're doing good there, but this is a beatable team, guys. We can beat these guys. And the Sabres are last 10, 4-4-2. 7-12-4 at home. Now, the home thing has to get better. I'm still shooting for 500 at home this year. I'm not sure what will happen on the road, but I want a 500 record at home this year if we could finish with that. There's still time. So we'll see if the guys get their act together at home. They're due to do that. I mean, at this point, my God, it's something's due to happen. And that is, I think, all I really wanted to touch on for that part. So that's it. We're going to go into this game today. Hopefully the guys will have a bit of a killer instinct in them, eh? Like after last game, this was a fun situation last game. Not just winning the game, but the special night for Jeff Skinner and the guys. You could tell they were in on it too, because it's a team concept now with this team. This is really a team concept, so his success is theirs. Everybody feels it. It's really good. So I'm hoping going into this one now today that we don't lay back, we don't do that regular home thing that we do, guys. We come into home and it seems like we start to go like a little soft and lazy and like, no, I hope today we don't see that, God. Because the Islanders are going to come in here. They have every intention of still trying to make a run to get into the playoffs, and it's our job to spoil that today. It's our job to spoil that no matter what. We've got to wreck as many teams as we can along the way of this season. This is, like I said, this is the team I cheer for when the Sabres are out, but my allegiance is I don't got any other I don't got a second favorite team. As much as I root those guys on when they're in the playoffs, I want to wreck their chances of making it today if we can. I mean, that's just how I am as a fan. So I'm hoping the Sabres come into this one, play a little harder. We're going to have to be physical in this one, guys. We're going to have to pick up the pace. We cannot do the soft thing today and expect to survive this game. It won't happen. It just won't happen. This will be a laugher for the Islanders. If we go in there with any intention of not throwing the body at them, because they're going to be playing a tight game on us, we're going to have some sort of a stand physically in this game. they're one of those teams that you do have to play physical against. You don't have a choice, you know. It's but look, we beat Montreal, so Montreal's a physical team, so there's no reason we can't do this again. We just got to go in with the right attitude and the right mindset that we're not going to be pushed around no matter what in this game. Now, let's see what happens with Skinner. I have a good feeling Skinner can explode again in this game. I really do. Not because of last game. It just feels like this eruption's been coming with him for about a month now. You see it every game. He's in on plays. He goes to the dirty points of the ice and everything, this guy. So he's doing it all right now. And he finally got rewarded last game with maybe a bit of luck in between. Doesn't matter. That's hockey. That's what happens. You get lucky eventually if you're doing the right things. If you're doing the wrong things out there, you're going to have the worst of luck all the time, it seems, you know? So you got to start having a shift. Some players have to start changing, I believe, and really start getting more engaged. God, you know, because that also spreads on the team. When a player is not engaged, that can spread on the team as well. So I'm hoping that we see a lot of engagement from a lot of players today. This is going to be a tough one. The Islanders are not going to just come in here and not play 60 minutes. They're going to play 60 minutes. They beat us, what was it, 4-1 last time, I believe? I was just reading it before. I should have mentioned it. 4-1. We lost to them, I believe it was the last time we played them. And we're 5-5 at home, our last 10 against them. So that doesn't really mean anything coming into this one. I'm more concerned just how we play. I'll worry about the win when it's late in the game. And we're, you know, if we're winning by 2 goals, then I'll really be worried about the win at that point of the game. So we're going to see how that plays out. But I'm hoping for 3 even strength goals, a power play goal, 4-2 win if we could get this. I have no clue who's in nets. It's way too soon for me to know because my app it'll go off about a half an hour after I finish this video. And I want to get this up there early today because I'm going to be busy this afternoon. So if we can come into this one and win similar to the Montreal game without having to stress all day would be nice, you know? I look at it like I could see overtime in this game too. That's another thing. It's going to be a hard game. It's not going to be an easy one. I don't think we're going to have any easy wins this year. At this point, guys, I don't think there's going to be any easy wins. We're going to have to earn every single thing we get this year. When we look at our record at the end of the year, it will be exactly what we deserve. Because I can't see, you know, when you blow games, you don't deserve to win them. I mean, I can look at our season and say we'd be a 500 club right now if we didn't choke so much this year, for sure, without a doubt. But look at our goals for and against. That's not a 500 team. That's a team under 500. And if you look at any team, you know, like I made that list of my Stanley Cup favorites, I took that into consideration big time with teams. I always look at the goals for and against, the difference. I don't care if a team's 10 games over 500, if they're only +8 in the goals for and against, forget it. I don't see them as a threat come playoff time. I just don't. Those teams that have a separation in that department are always the ones that are hard to beat if you got to face them for 2 weeks in a best-of-7. So this is what we're trying to develop in Buffalo. We're trying to develop a team that can outscore the opponent. We're not there yet. We're just not there yet. But things can turn. I'll always say, guys, things can turn with a young team on the drop of a dime. It could happen this month where all of a sudden the Sabres start to mature a lot and we just go on a run all of a sudden and we're like not understanding it. We're just going with it. And then there'll be some setbacks and all. I've seen it so many times happen over the years, not specifically just with Buffalo, with other teams, you know, where all of a sudden they just got hot and they stayed hot for a decade. So I'm hoping that's in the cards for us soon. I really don't want to wait another 3-4 years for this team to get rolling. It would be nice. We got to play harder. We got to play harder, guys. We've got to play a tougher, grinder, meaner game. And if we can do that, things are going to get better in Buffalo, for sure, without a doubt in my mind. That's it. Let's go Sabres. Let's try and pummel these guys on the boards a few times today, and let's get a goddamn win out of this. And win another one the next game after. We're on a 3-game homestand here, guys, so this is the first of 3. and we will see what they do. All right, folks, I'll see you in the next video.